Good morning. It's morning right now. Whenever you're watching it, I don't know what time it is, but it's morning here. Oh my goodness. I am doing, if it's noisy, I'm sorry. I did turn off the fans, but it's starting to get hot here in Oklahoma. And and I was not planning to do a video right now, but oh my goodness, y'all. Oh my goodness. Okay. So I'm doing research for a homeschool curriculum that Emmy from the Manor Manor and I are working on together. And I'm doing research on antediluvian structures across the plain. And I'm like, there's got to be something in Russia, right? And you can find all kinds of things on Pinterest, which majority of so much of the stuff that I'm repinning on Pinterest is getting deleted. I will be surprised because I keep getting emails from them. I'm like, I didn't post it. I just repinned it. I would not be surprised if Pinterest doesn't end up kicking me off because they do not like what I pin. And they're starting to even deem it like inappropriate content, as in woohoo kind of content, and it's not at all. I have, like reposted uh statues. I mean, the Starbucks lady, they've got that all over the place. And she's doing a spread eagle with her fins. Come on, guys. So anyway, I'm not anyway, they're just using any excuse at all to be deleting this stuff and trying to erase it. But oh, have I found a gem, because I'm like, okay, I'm seeing all of these images where, it's similar architecture all over the world, right? And but trying to actually find where some of this stuff is getting harder and harder. And here is what I found, y'all. And I haven't seen anybody else posting this, so maybe I'm sure somebody has covered this. I'm sure somebody has. But this is in Russia, 3,000 megalithic tombs. Oh my goodness. Now look at these columns here and that huge stone. Oh, wow. Um, of course, this, I mean, doesn't, I mean, but those are big stones. And I don't know that I've seen one. Of course, we have these in America, but they're buried still, you know? So I'm sure they end up looking like this if you unbury them. But if you unbury them, somebody's gonna come and mess with that. All of these stones around this leading up to this, and of course, they're always saying, always, that these are tombs. Anything that they find that is ancient history or prehistoric has got to either be a tomb or a temple. It was either for religious purposes or death. I, ugh. I'm like, that's not, I mean, why would those people have been so different than we are today? Whenever we build something really big and something that we think is awesome, I mean, sometimes it is a memorial, don't get me wrong. And the mega hoo-has, build these snazzy places, don't get me wrong. They aren't places that are going to last forever. And the memorials aren't going to last forever. Not like this stuff, okay? And this is considered antediluvian for the most part. Okay, so pre-flood. That's what that means, is pre-flood. They're talking 3000 to 2000 BC, so either pre-flood or immediately post-flood is what we're talking here. Supposedly. I'm sure not gonna. Okay. And I haven't read this. Oh, mostly oriented astronomically for cult purposes. How do you know? I mean, they may be oriented, but yeah, good grief. Anyway, and maybe it was. Maybe it was. I mean, but where are they getting this nonsense? Anyway, these look like they're rounded. I mean, look at that. That cannot be, oh, we just found these stones, family crypts, um, religious ceremonies. They're not saying what they found. Prehistoric cult art. This even has water has definitely shined these up. Anyway, okay, this is Russia. So I was looking up, here's one. Now these are in this mountain area. And of course, this is all it gives. All it gives of this, of these megaliths. And boy howdy, if some of our boots on the ground people aren't running into some stuff that looks very similar to this in the United States, but it's not considered an antediluvian structure, is it? But doesn't that look melted? And the way these are, here, let me look up. I was going to look up this mountain. Wikipedia first. Some interesting images. Let's pull it up in maps. No, I don't want directions. I'm right there in the middle. Right, kind of Mongolia. Really? Hmm. I didn't know that's what China, Mongolia. Hmm. That's interesting. Right there in the middle. See how close it lets us get. That's an interesting. Stuff going on. Satellite blip. Oh, let's see. Well, they're not gonna let us see anything. Of course. Where's the other place? There it is. Uh-huh. Interesting. So there it is. But they're not gonna let us in. Let's see. Let's try Google Earth. We're gonna do the same thing here. That's frustrating. I understand. Don't want us dumb Americans over here checking things out. Oh, another glitch in the satellite there. Oh, isn't that fun? Silly satellites. Why can't they get things straight? This is interesting. Wonder what that is. Okay, so I'm not going to be able to get in there very far. Let's see. Some more images here of this. At least we kind of know where it's at. Wow, that is huge. Wish we had a person here to kind of show what the. I bet that goes a long way. Interesting. So they've got their own Cusco, Peru thing going on here in Russia. If anybody's seen any videos that anybody else has done, now I think I've seen these images, but I didn't know that that was where that was. Interesting. Okay. See, that's the problem with like pinning stuff and moving some of these things. That's an interesting image. Ooh. Now we got a person. Oh, Reddit. If anybody's covered this in the community and you know, wow, look, just that's an interesting angle there. And then whoosh. Wow. That almost looks like, like leg bones or something to me. It's hard to say, but look at these huge rocks that have fallen in between here. I mean, that's huge. And look where this is going. They've got their own wall. They've got their own Great Wall. And probably all the Russians know this. I mean, good grief. That's honking, guys. I just had to share this with you. I'm like, this was not in my plan today. I am planning to do a video today, but not on this. So, we may just have some bonus content going out. I keep thinking I'm going to move up to 2 days a week, but my round to it is oh, I mean, wow. Um, my round to it's awful square sometimes, guys. It just really is. I mean, there's a few people. Open new tab. Oh, that's on Instagram. Ancient explorers. They probably think the aliens did it. That is beyond. They're saying 3,000 tons. Oh my goodness. That and they're putting it 4,000 to 2,000. So I'm definitely saying antediluvian preflood. Anyway, that just rabbit hole found and acquired. I'm just wow, guys. This, I mean, oh, oh, that's teeny tiny. I mean, there's a lot there. Look at that. Look at the person there. There's a village in the background. Get that Hawkins down. Wow. That is amazing. Okay. I've learned a little bit more about Russia today. I absolutely have. I'm amazed. This is awesome. They're hiding good stuff here. They've probably got, well, we know they've got pyramids in their mountains and stuff. Yeah. I mean, there's absolute national treasures of it. Well, international treasures, however you want to say it. Anyway, oh my goodness. So my rabbit trail for today, I had to share with you guys, even though I totally was not planning, did not have this in mind. Oh my goodness. Um, I'm not going to mess with putting any links in the description or anything. I might put the names of it so you guys can Google this yourself. I'll see what I get done. Like I said, this wasn't in the plan. So hopefully you guys can, just pause and look things up yourself if you want to. This is amazing. Um, I'm glad I found it. This is pretty cool. So now we have it documented and hopefully we can kind of keep track of some things. So yeah, pretty awesome. See y'all later.